Please welcome our next presenter, CBS Sunday Morning's Jane Pauley.
Well, hello, of course, and good evening. We presenters were given an opportunity, if we chose to accept it, to do some freestyle remarks before we got to the business that you are at hand. And I am taking my opportunity because there is a moment coming up on Sunday in broadcast history that I feel deserves some recognition. So I'm going to take it. You know this, but Charles Osgood is leaving Sunday Morning after 22 years this Sunday. And thank you. Charles, needless to say, is going to be missed by millions. This morning, I was in Indianapolis, where a devoted fan remarked to me that Charlie is always so present. What she meant is that he was so present to her individually. Now, I have watched Charles Osgood in the studio on Sunday morning talking to that viewer. He speaks very quietly, nothing forced or anchor-like, and yet Charlie Osgood delivers each word with the playful precision of the broadcast stylist that he is. I really can't think of anyone else remotely like him on the air. Every phrase is like music, unless, of course, it's like poetry. Here's Charlie in verse on the subject of important news. Powerful are those who choose the items that make up the news, and yet, in spite of all that power, it's much like singing in the shower, for it is clear from card and letter that you all think you'd do it better. That's from one of Charlie's books. The title is Nothing Could Be Finer Than a Crisis That Is Minor in the Morning, which is very fun to say. What will Sunday morning be without his presence, his calm demeanor, his civility, his curiosity, his delight? Charlie and his bow ties are just part of viewers' lives. One of my neighbors said to me, I never miss Sunday morning, or as we call it in our house, church. For 22 years, the Church of Sunday Morning has had an officiant who reliably conveyed grace. People will miss him deeply because even in the worst of times, it felt like Charles Osgood could always see the best in us. Like he was saying, hey gang, here's why we're lucky to be alive. You think things are bad, and sometimes they are, absolutely. But here's why life is good and interesting, and bet you didn't know this about that. And then we settle in for a second cup of coffee. Do you know anyone else who has a voice so approachable? Unfortunately for all of us, we'll still see him on the radio. For Charlie.